In this video, we are going to talk about the calorie counter system that we use to help clients make changes with their nutrition. So first and foremost, how does it work? It's really something we're all familiar with. You basically use an app to log your food, make sure the calories are under control. So something like MyFitnessPal is the one that we recommend, but there's tons of options out there. But basically, you're just using an app, you log your food, you make sure your calories are under control. And the advantages to this, it gives you real-time feedback. So you know throughout the day in, day out, you kind of know where you're at and how you're doing, and if your calories are on track, if you're over, you're behind. Again, you've got just constant feedback, which is always great. It's also very eye-opening. I've never had a client do this that did not find it helpful and really eye-opening, because it generally, this is one of the best things that you can do to point out things that we might be overlooking or forgetting about or not even taking into consideration. And one of the other advantages is you can quickly adjust for errors. If you overeat at lunch one day and you see your calories are over what they should be, you can easily and quickly adjust so that maybe in dinner you cut back your calories to still keep your total calories for the day on track. So the downsides, it's time consuming. You know, if you're logging your food, it's not easy. It takes time. So you still need to plan, even though you're counting your calories, which is great. I'm a big believer in planning, and I think that you still have to set aside time to plan. And then the last disadvantage is, because it's time consuming, it's also tough to maintain. I think it's one of the best things you can do. I think everyone should do it at one point in time or another. However, for a lot of people, it is very difficult to maintain. If it's not difficult for you, again, this is one of the best things you can do to lose weight, but it's not for everyone. So an example of what this may look like is, let's just say your goal is 1,264 calories per day. You could do something as simple as dividing the calories up evenly between breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 373 calories, and then focus on having a snack, which is about 145 calories. You could do another option where, like option 2, your calories start off smaller at breakfast and then get a little bit bigger at lunch and dinner, which, given most of our lifestyles, dinner tends to be the biggest meal, highest calorie meal of the day. It's a great way to kind of balance that out. Or option 3, which is also something traditionally kind of called like the zigzag method, where you'd have like Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, your baseline calories. Tuesday, Thursday, you might have your calories much lower, and it's easy to say, oh, well, that's too low. I wouldn't want to do something like that. However, that then allows for, like on Friday and Saturday, if you want to have a social life, you've got a little bit more room for air and a few extra calories for maybe a cocktail or two when you're out and about. Again, how it looks, this is how we lose weight. We want to talk about, we want to create a 3,500 calorie deficit. So we'd want to take your basal metabolic rate. If you're not sure what that is, best way to do that is to use the InBody machine and factor in your physical activity, how many calories you're burning on average over a week. So 500 calories times 3 days per week divided by 7 days in a week, 214 calories per day. That gives you your total energy expenditure. You subtract the calorie deficit, which is how many calories you want to eat less than you burn, and then that's how many calories you consume. So thanks for watching. Hope you found this helpful.